Okay, hey everybody, this is Jonah Bolt with Hemp and Heal, and we are back again, joined by one of our newest doctors to talk to us about the endocannabinoid system, the entourage effect, and of course CBD, full spectrum cannabinoids from industrial hemp. We have joining us today again, Dr. Philip Blair, MD. Real quick, Colonel Philip Blair, MD, was a U.S. Army retired family physician providing disease management for small business employees in several states. And he graduated from West Point in 1972 and attended the University of Miami, where we are currently located in the state of Florida. So it's good to have you back on the air and doing this interview. And thank you again for your time. And this information, as you know, Dr. Blair, is so key, is education. And that's what hempandheal.com is focused on, educating the people about the endocannabinoid system and different products. So I thought on this little webinar we're going to do today, we'd like to talk about your newest product from Elixinol, which you are their head spokesperson, main doctor, as you can see right here. And this product really blew our socks off because of the different delivery systems it has. You could vape it, topical, and sublingual. So with that, thank you, Dr. Blair, for joining us, and I'll let you take it away. Tell us about this amazing product.
Well, first off, I suppose I'm a new doctor to many people, but I've actually been doctoring for about 40 years, all total. So, but cannabidiol is something new to me. I've only been working with it for the last 3 years. It was previously unknown of. And it was only discovered as the endocannabinoid system was recognized in 1992. So we're really on the threshold of understanding cannabidiol and the other cannabinoids for that matter. And very few medical schools are actually teaching anything about the endocannabinoid system, probably less than 5% of the doctors. Yeah, Respira is a terrific product. It provides amazing versatility. Not only can it be taken orally, it can be taken on the skin topically, but it can also be vaporized. And one of the real advantages of vaporization is you get improved bioavailability. You know, anytime you put something on the skin, some of it gets absorbed, as you would expect. You put it into your mouth and it goes through the mucous membrane. So that's another way that it gets into your body, and a little bit more gets in that way. And then it goes through the gastrointestinal tract. And then that's compromised by the digestive enzymes in the entire process. But when it goes by vaporization, it goes straight to the lungs. And when it goes to the lungs, there's just two membranes that separate the molecules from the air to the bloodstream. And then once it gets into the bloodstream, then it goes straight to the brain. So you're looking at a huge advantage and improvement in the bioavailability on the order of 95%. So you can take very, very small molecules, small number of molecules of CBD, less than 1 milligram, and that goes into the body effectively and gets to the brain. And so you get some dramatic improvements and dramatic effects with the CBD in the brain immediately within seconds. I'm talking about 10 seconds to feel the effects of CBD.
And I have witnessed that, and we started videotaping it, testimonials, Dr. Blair, where people have migraines or pain, and literally, like you said, within 5 to 10 seconds, their pain starts to dissipate, their migraine goes away. It's unbelievable, which is why we started videoing it. Tell us about the endocannabinoid system. How does Respira respond to the CB1, CB2 receptors? How does it fire? What does it create in the system?
Well, Respira is another form of cannabidiol, and it's in a right combination. And really, this is a superb product in that it is mixed with vegetable glycerin. It's organically obtained vegetable glycerin, and the flavors in it are also organic, so that it is very safe for inhaling, for bringing it into your body. It doesn't have substances like propylene glycol that have been known or have been suggested to cause some problems. Uh, and we
That's right.
don't know that for a fact yet, but there is some concerns about that.
Mhm.
So this is one of the few products that's out there with CBD in the right concentration. And that is important because we've got about 10 milligrams per milliliter. And I found over the last 3 years that that concentration is the best for inhalation and for vaporization. Seems to be the right combination. You certainly don't want to get too much at one time, and you want to have a gradual intake. Too much can provide some symptoms. People can be over relaxed. They feel fatigued as a result of it. But if you don't get enough, then that's a problem. And a lot of products that are on the market right now in terms of CBD vaporizations, they don't have enough CBD in order to have the impact and have the effect. So it's really disappointing that people will have their first experience with an inferior product, come away with it and say, oh, it doesn't work for me, and not look at a high quality product like the Elixinol one and what it can do for them.
That's right. Thank you for pointing that out, because that's why we are distributing for Elixinol, because you guys have such great bioavailability with your products. With the syringe, the 1,000 milligrams, we've had many great responses with that, and some of your other products as well. But this one, it's the flavor is grape mint. What a combination! I've never seen anything with grape mint. So very exciting, and it's really, it's got 300 milligrams, correct, and then you have some higher dosage ones. So like what Dr. Blair is saying, not 90%. I'm just saying a number. I've read that a lot of them, the bioavailability of products out there are not high enough cannabidiol, high enough or full spectrum where you actually do feel it. We get calls every week, Dr. Blair, from people that I've tried this, I've tried that, nothing's helped, and then they come and we give them one of these products or the Elixinol, and they feel it right away. It's phenomenal.
It makes a huge difference getting a real quality product, and I've seen that with the other agents as well. There's the Elixinol is really doing some great stuff with their products in terms of making it available to the person in the right combination. You know, Jonah, it's more than just the CBD, because there are a lot of there's crystalline CBD that's out there, almost 100% CBD that's available. And that's not as good as the CBD in combination with the other bioorganic substances that need to be associated. That's part of the entourage. And that entourage is so important because it's working all of those chemicals, all of those flavonoids and phytols are working together, the terpenes as well, in a combination to make an impact in the right balance. And that's what it's all about. The cannabidiol is balancing the body. It's restoring homeostasis. It's restoring normal. It's not making you high. It's not making you do things that you aren't naturally doing. I like to say that it's something, the cannabidiol lets you be all that you can be. And it's marvelous because it gives you that potential. Now, that may be turning the clock back by 20 years, but I think a few of us could handle that.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up, because like I do have some pure crystal isolate here. They were voted #1 company at the Emerald Cannabis Cup I was at this year. But again, the crystal isodiol, like you said, this one's 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram. So very, very potent stuff. We had great results from it, especially with the elderlies. When they have tried something, our elderly people, they immediately, their shoulders relax and they're like, wow. And in my experience, I know you've dealt with thousands of patients, way more than me, but I have seen people, one person in particular, a 19-year-old, get off 10 medications within 3 months of taking CBD. And thank you for bringing up the full spectrum. CBD is about 40% of the main medicinal medicine cannabinoid out of 113. THC is nothing close to 40%. It's about 7%, I'd say, something like that. But the full spectrum, like you said, is really what you want, but CBD being the main one. I also want to go in a little bit, Dr. Blair, about you offer consultations. And I know now that you've offered to help us with some of our clients and recommending that to you. Tell us just a little bit quickly about your services, what you provide, and when people contact you, what can they expect from a consultation with you regarding CBD and PCR industrial hemp oil?
Jonah, thank you so much. There is a great lack of information and education, as you've pointed out, about cannabidiol. And then coming from an authority that people can trust, I feel like my credentials speak to that authority who is an honest broker, somebody who is giving you the facts and the detail based on my clinical experience as well as my research. And so I feel like that I can be somebody who you can trust, who can give you honest and straightforward information and that it applies to a number of different problems. So many doctors are really unavailable. How do you get to somebody of authority who can really answer your questions and lead you to the right use of cannabidiol, what it would be effective, and what things to look out for when you're using that? I like people. I love to talk with people, and I love to help people. It's part of my background as a family physician, and it's so valuable to me. So I like to have a conversation with people. I send them information about articles that I've written about cannabidiol and how it can be effective for the different conditions specific to whatever their need is. And then I go into a number of details recommending a dosage amount that can be taken and a frequency and a usage, how it could be used, as well as a product selection for that individual. And then I follow that up with exchanges of email, answering questions. And I really like, Jonah, like you're doing the videos, I like to talk with people when they take their first dose, because the transformation, even over the telephone, can be really profound. And unfortunately, about 30% of people don't recognize the changes that happen to them. They make these major improvements, and unless you show it to them in video or a recording, they don't realize that they have made such a dramatic improvement.
Yeah, thank you so much for pointing that out, because it is very important to show them the response they have that may not notice. And it's very important. So again, when you go to hempandheal.com, under the tab consultation under services, Dr. Blair's information will be there. We have a form you can fill out. We put you right in touch with him, and he will give you one of his consultations. I believe it's a 30-minute phone or Skype call, unlimited emails of response. And again, one more time, Respira, amazing product they just came out with. You could vape it, topical, sublingual, and it's phenomenal. So again, Dr. Blair, thank you for your time. And again, we'll be doing this weekly, bi-weekly, and introducing more and more products so people could just learn about that specific product, because education is the key to understanding how important endocannabinoids are and CBD. Dr. Blair, thank you again. Any last minute words?
I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about Respira and all about the endocannabinoid system, as well as cannabidiol and what it can do for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And again, Dr. Colonel Philip Blair, with spokesperson for Elixinol. And again, Respira, check it out, and check out hempandheal.com. And we would love for you to talk to Dr. Blair yourself and give him some real medical advice, because I'll tell you, Dr. Blair, we have so many people that get recommended from doctors that say, I think you should try CBD, but I don't know who to send you to or too much about it. So you're the guy.
Well, I really like to connect myself to those professionals, those medical professionals, because I want them to know how to use this and to increase it in their practice. I think that's really important.
Absolutely. And that's what we're working on, is setting up a much larger scale webinar, as we spoke about, with just medical professionals, because you're exactly right. The more education, the more knowledgement, the more empowered people are. And self-empowerment and understanding this is the key to what I'm about, helping and healing people, and so is Dr. Blair. So Dr. Blair, thank you again, and we will speak with you soon. Check out hempandheal.com, and again, Colonel Dr. Philip Blair. Thank you, sir.